The third hell, the third layer of Bator, is the definition of ruins. It is called Monaros, a place where ill-kept structures of stone and wood crumble away into fetid swamps. The newest of these structures rests haphazardly atop the sinking remains of the old, marking an endless cycle of fortresses and castles being built up and then left to rot, being swallowed by the muck of the bottomless bog. What kind of archdevil, as concerned with lordship as they are, would allow their own realm to enter into such a state of disrepair? What twisted soul would be so self-serving, so greedy, that even by the standards of hell they are seen as rapacious? Such an archdevil is known by many titles: the Viscount, the Lord of Ruins, the Infernal Treasurer, Mammon. Mammon's physical form is the lower body of a serpent and the upper body of a strong man, with thick arms bearing a barbed spear. From his brow protrudes two sharp, thin horns, his body covered in sickly green scales, tough as iron. His eyes are yellow with black slitted pupils like a snake, and his mouth is a lipless pit of venomous fangs, hiding an unnervingly long forked tongue that flickers out as he speaks. The serpent can be found within his capital, the sinking city, a place in disarray, kept just barely functioning by the constant efforts of slaves, who are always building more and more, layer by layer, building up as the bases of the city continue to sink into the muck of Monaros. The Lord of the Third stays within his treasury at all times. It is the only place in all Monaros that has any semblance of upkeep and maintenance. It is a massive tower, with each floor filled with treasures of all kinds: gold, silver, precious gemstones, magical items, historical artifacts, great works of art, and much, much more. Mammon spends his days browsing his coffers, counting his coins, and keeping a detailed record of every last scrap of wealth that enters or leaves his possession. Every ounce of wealth that enters his realm fills the third archdevil with joy. By contrast, every scrap that leaves his coffers instills Mammon with a hateful bitterness, even if the expense is necessary. Mammon is the most greedy and covetous of all the devil lords, so much so that he spends only what is absolutely necessary for his own lordship, not spending so much as a single copper coin on his own realm or subjects. However, he is not opposed to trade. Many devils, mortal planeswalkers, and even hags come to the sinking city to trade or seek loans from the infernal treasurer. Doing so requires a sharp mind and very deep pockets. Mammon's obsession with wealth and efficiency make him a dangerous ally to entreat. His only goal is profit, and any waste of time is insulting. Mammon's massive wealth is his primary way of exerting power and influence, offering monetary loans to other devils in return for services, favors, or items. Should a demonic host threaten his realm, he is not above spending his precious gold to hire mercenaries to deal with the threat, though he always finds a way to shortchange his employees. When bargaining with mortals, Mammon and his servants offer irresistible wealth in all forms, whether it be gold, jewels, plots of land, even positions of influence such as noble titles, banking jobs, or the king of a small country. Those devils that are tasked with harvesting souls in the name of Mammon carry with them a book, written by their own rapacious lord. It is titled The Accounting and Valuation of All Things. Mammon has meticulously written this book over centuries to put a value in gold to every single physical and metaphysical object. This manual guides the lesser devils in assessing the value of a soul in gold or other goods. Greed is a powerful thing, and many mortals feel its pull. Mammon and his minions are experts at exploiting this mortal vice, and as such, they draw in more souls than any other lord of the Nine Hells. Yet, despite this, Mammon's armies are some of the smallest. For when a new soul is dragged into Monaros from his dealings, he immediately puts them up for sale at auction to the highest bidder, whether they be devil, mortal, or something else. Mammon does not jump into violence, preferring to buy his way out of trouble, bribing friend and foe alike to avoid any nasty conflict. But should this fail, the Lord of the Third will lunge like a beast at his foe. His snake-like body is 9 meters long, composed of hard scales and crushing strength. Though Mammon does not have the same mystical prowess as other Lords of the Nine, he makes up for it with raw, brute strength. Physically, he is one of the strongest of all the 9. Mammon also possesses a venomous bite that can slowly rot away mortals and immortals alike. The Serpent has more dealings with other layers of hell than most Lords of the Nine. His business deals regarding the Blood War have been especially profitable. Zariel is always looking for new armaments for her warriors, and so blinded is she by her cause that she is easily tricked into paying triple what Mammon offers. Zariel's demand for weapons and armament is followed by Despater's demand for walls, building materials, and other defensive means. The Lord of the Third is greed incarnate, avarice distilled into its purest form, and his reign is unlikely to end anytime soon. After all, who doesn't want to be rich? The count of my coins is more reliable than any roster of mortal hearts or immortal souls. So come, sit. Let us strike a bargain. I'll give you a good